Prime numbers. Guna and Anshu want to pick figs that grow in their farm. Guna wants to put 12 figs in each box. Anshu wants to put 7 figs in each box. So think different ways how they are arranging. Guna can arrange 12 figs in rectangular manner. Here we can see Guna what she is doing, 12 in rectangular manner, 12 into 1. Here 6 rows each with 2. So 6 into 2, that also we will get as 12. Here 4 rows and 3 columns. That way also she can arrange. 4 into 3, 12, 6 into 2, 12, 12 into 1, that also 12. But Anshu can arrange 7 figs in rectangular manner, which means only horizontally here. Horizontally or vertically. 1 into 7 or 7 into 1. In that method only. No other rectangular method she cannot apply. So here Anshu could make only one arrangement. 7 into 1 or 1 into 7. So Guna's arrangement 12 we can arrange in different way. So here they are saying, we saw that the number 12 can be arranged in a rectangle in more than one way. That means 12 has more than 2 factors. The number 7 can be arranged in only one way. It has only 2 factors. Which are the factors? 1 and 7. 1 and 7 are the factors of 7. But 12 is having more than 2 factors. 12 and 1, 6 and 2, 4 and 3 are the factors of 12. So if the numbers having only 2 factors, numbers that have only 2 factors are called prime numbers or primes. Examples for that, the number 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, etc. These are prime numbers which is having only 2 factors. 3 we can write only 1 into 3. 2 as 1 into 2. The 17, 1 into 17, no other factors. 1 and the number itself are the factors of prime numbers. At the same time, composite numbers which have more than 2 factors. If a number is having more than 2 factors, that is called composite numbers. The first few composite numbers are 4, 6, 8, 9, etc. Now about the number 1. The number 1 is neither a prime nor a composite number. 1 is not in prime numbers list and not in composite numbers list. Now in summary we can say the prime numbers means the numbers that have only 2 factors are called prime numbers or primes. Example 2 we can write only one method 1 into 2. 3 we can write as 1 into 3, 5 as 1 into 5, 7 or factors of 7, 1 and 7. That means the number itself and 1 and the number itself. Such type of numbers are called prime numbers. Here the examples, first few prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, etc. It's going on. So each prime number we can see that can write as 1 into that number. Product of 1 and the number itself. Now the composite number. A number that has more than 2 different factors. Then we can say as a composite number. For example 4. 4 we can write as 1 into 4. 4 we can write as 1 into 4 and 2 into 2. So the factors are coming 1, 2 and 4. More than 2 factors are there. Same way 6. 1 into 6 and 2 into 3. 4 factors are there. 1, 2, 3, 6 are the factors of 6. So these type of numbers if they is having more than 2 factors, then we can say that as composite numbers. Examples 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, etc. are the composite numbers. Now the number 1. 1 is not in any one of these group. Now 1 is neither a prime nor a composite number. Because 1 is having only one factor. 1 we can write as 1 into 1. Which means only 1 as the factor. Prime numbers having two factors, 1 and the number itself. 7, 1 and the number, two factors. If the number is having two factors, that is called prime. More than two factors, that is called composite number. And 1 is not included in prime or composite numbers list. Now, how to find out prime numbers and composite numbers in the table from 1 to 100. First, we have to cross out 1 is not in prime or composite, neither prime nor a composite. So first just cut that number 1. Then circle 2. 2 is a prime number. And all the multiples of 2 we have to cross out. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, etc. up to 100. All even numbers first you have to cross out. Then take the next number 3. 3 is the next prime number. Circle that number and then cross out all the multiples of 3. After that 5. 5 also next prime number. Then circle the number 5. Rest of that all multiples of 5 that you have to cross out. Continue the same way. 7, 11, 13, etc. Then we will get all the circled numbers are prime numbers and all the crossed numbers are composite numbers except 1. Now here, how many prime numbers are there from 21 to 30? Look at the table here. From 21 to 30, the circled numbers 23 and 29. So we can write the answer from 21 to 30, 23 and 29, two prime numbers are there. 23 is having the factors 1 and 23, 29 is having 1 and 29. Now, how many composite numbers are there from 21 to 30? Rest of the numbers 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 and 30 are the composite numbers from 21 to 30. Here we can see all the circled numbers are prime numbers and all the crossed out numbers other than 1 except 1 are composite numbers. This method is called sieve of Eratosthenes. Sieve of Eratosthenes, that means you have to write the numbers from 1 to 100 and cross out the first number 1 that is not in the primes or composite numbers list, and then circle the prime numbers, cross out the multiples of that prime numbers. Figure it out. First question, we see that 2 is a prime and also an even number. Is there any other even prime? No, there is no other even prime. Only 2 is the only even prime number. Second question, look at the list of primes till 100. What is the smallest difference between two successive primes and what is the largest difference? So we have to look at the previous page, that table 1 to 100 all the primes. Here we can see the smallest difference. These two are the nearest primes, 2 and 3. The smallest difference between that is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. And the largest difference, that means everywhere we can see 2 or more than primes, every row. Now in the last row only one prime number. So the difference between 89 and 97, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Difference is 897 and 89. So we can write this the largest difference. So we can write the answer here. Difference between the first two prime numbers 2 and 3, that is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. So the smallest difference, here two parts are there. Find the smallest difference between two successive primes. So the answer is up to 100, that is 1. The smallest difference between two successive primes up to 100, that is 1. And the largest difference between two successive primes up to 100 is 8. That is coming in between the primes 89 and 97. Third question, there are equal number of primes occurring every row in the table of the previous page? Which decade have the least number of primes and which have the most number of primes? Now here already we noticed that the decade 91 to 99, this one is having only one prime and the first two row is having 4 primes. Here for this row is also having 4 primes. So we can write in sentence. Here the question, are there an equal number of primes occurring every row? No, there is not an equal number of primes in every row. Then the second part, which decade have the least number of primes and which have the most number of primes? So the decade 90 to 99, last row, has the least number of primes. There is only one prime number 97 in the last row. The decades 0 to 9 and 10 to 19. That means the first two rows have the greatest number of primes. Each row is having 4 primes. Question number 4. Which of the following numbers are prime? Here 23, 51, 37, 26. We can see here 23 we can write as 1 into 23. That means the factors are 1 and 23. 51 we can write as 1 into 51. That is equal to 51. 3 into 17 also is equal to 51. So the factors are coming 1, 3, 17 and 51. More than 2 factors are there. Here 37 is having only 2 factors, 1 and 37. 26 is having 1, 2, 13, 26. More than 2 factors. So these two numbers is having more than 2 factors. That means composite numbers. Here the question, which are the numbers are prime? So we can see 1 and the number itself. Only 2 factors. These two numbers are the prime numbers. 23 and 37 are prime numbers from these out of these given numbers. Fifth question, write 3 pairs of prime numbers less than 20 whose sum is a multiple of 5. We will get many prime numbers less than 20 whose sum is a multiple of 5. If you are taking 2 and 3, you have to take only prime numbers and sum is a multiple of 5. 2 plus 3, 5. That is a multiple of 5. 5 into 1, 5. 2 and 13, 15. 7 plus 13, 20. 11 plus 19, 30. 13 plus 17, 30. Here 3 plus 7, 10. 3 plus 17, 20. So all these pairs is having sum is a multiple of 5. So we can take any 3. Question number 6. The numbers 13, 31 are prime numbers. Both these numbers have the same digit 1 and 3. Find such pairs of numbers up to 100. So we can write, if we are looking the prime numbers list, prime numbers consist of the same digits are 13, 31, 17, 71, 37, 73, 3 and 7, 79, 97, 79 and 97. These are with the same digits. Now next question, 7th one. Find 7 consecutive composite numbers between 1 and 100. We can see that in the last decade, the last row, the 7 consecutive composite numbers 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. Next number 97 is prime. Rest of all these numbers are composite numbers. So 7 consecutive means continuous composite numbers are from 9 to 96. 8th question, twin primes are pairs of primes having difference of 2. So twin prime numbers, which means it's a pair of prime numbers having difference of 2. Example 3 and 5. The difference between these two numbers, that is 2. 17 and 19. Now find the other twin primes between 1 and 100. Here 3 and 5 already it's given. 17 and 19 also it's given. But when we are writing twin primes between 1 and 100 are including that, all this. Except these two means rest of that. So here we can see the difference between the prime numbers in this pair. That is 2 everywhere. 71 and 73, 2. 59 and 61, that is 2. 41, 43, 2. If the difference between two prime numbers is 2, then we can say that is twin primes. Now 9a, 2 is a prime and so is the next number 3. For every other prime, the next number is composite. That statement is true for every prime number other than 2. The next number is composite. Only for 2, after 2, then 3 is coming. 2 continuous numbers are prime. So we can write the statement is true for every prime number other than 2. The next number is composite. Question number 10. Which of the following numbers is the product of exactly 3 distinct numbers? 45, 60, 91, 105, 330. So we can write the prime factors of these numbers or prime factorization of these numbers. 45, when we are doing the prime factorization, we will get 3 into 3 into 5. That means 3 and 5, 2 distinct primes. Distinct means different primes. 60, we are getting 2 times 3 and 5. So here 3 distinct primes are there, but 2 is repeating. Here 91, 7 and 13, that means 2 distinct primes. 105, 3 into 5 into 7, which means 3 distinct prime numbers. 330, here 4 distinct prime numbers. Here the question is exactly 3 distinct prime numbers. So we can say 105, 3, 5, 7, 3 different prime numbers are there. So 105 is the product of exactly 3 distinct prime numbers. That is 3 into 5 into 7. 3, 5, 7 are the prime numbers and its product is equal to 105. 11th question. How many 3-digit prime numbers can you make using each of 2, 4 and 5 ones? There is no such number. So we can write none. A 3-digit number ending with 2 or 4 is divisible by 2 and a 3-digit number ending with 5, that will be divisible by 5. So using these 3 digits, if any 3-digit number ending with 2 or 4, that is an even number, which means that is divisible by 2. If a 3-digit number ending with 5, anyway that number is divisible by 5. So there is no prime number, 3-digit prime number using these 3 digits. 12th question. Observe that 3 is a prime number and 2 into 3 plus 1 is equal to 7 is also a prime. Are there other primes for which doubling and adding 1 gives another prime? Yes. Find at least 5 such examples. So we can write 2, 3, 5, 11 and 23 are the 5 numbers, such type of the numbers. That means 2 we can write as 2 into 2 plus 1 is equal to 5. 5 is a prime number. 2 into 3, 6 plus 1, 7. 2 into 5, 10 plus 1, 11. 2 into 11, 22 plus 1, 23. 2 into 23, 46 plus 1, 47. So we are getting all these numbers as prime. We can write these are 5 prime numbers for which doubling and adding. Doubling means multiplying the number by 2. And adding 1 gives another prime.